Clint Eastwood. He is 94 years old. And he's still directing a movie. That is absolutely insane. He's probably the oldest film directors that are out there right now. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is OCD Movie Reviews. My name is Owen Brinker, and today I'm going to review the latest legal case drama thriller film, and that film is Juror number 2. This film is directed by the legendary Clint Eastwood, and this movie stars Nicholas Hoult, Zoey, Deutch, Toni, Collette, Kiefer, Sutherland, Yarbrough, and J.K. Simmons. While serving as a juror in a high-profile murder trial, a family man played by Nicholas Hoult finds himself struggling with a serious moral dilemma. One, he could sway away the jury and potentially convict or free the wrong killer. Holy shit, guys, Clint Eastwood, man. Clint Eastwood. He is 94 years old. And he's still directing a movie. That is absolutely insane. He's probably the oldest film directors that are out there right now. He is still directing films, and this could possibly be his last film because, come on, he's 94 years old. But this film is very overlooked by a lot of people. I heard like this film only opens in 50 movie theaters in the United States, and of course, this film did come out in theaters here. I only had a chance to see this film on VOD. I watched this film on YouTube. I rented this movie on YouTube because I was curious about this film. I think most of Clint Eastwood's directed movies are really good. From Million Dollar Baby, from Gran Torino, from Unforgiven. He just makes really underrated movies in my personal opinion, and some overrated movies like American Sniper. But I do think Clint Eastwood is a good director in my opinion, so I was interested in this film. I do like legal cases movies, like court drama movies. I find them very, very fascinating. And I gotta say, guys, for a movie that hasn't been released in much movie theaters, especially in the United States, guys, please check out Juror number 2, because for Clint Eastwood's possibly last film, this is definitely one of his better films that he has directed. I was invested in Juror number 2. I think the direction that Clint Eastwood presented in this film is really well done. It's a simple court case drama that you definitely feel invested in after the first 10 minutes. When the story comes in, you feel invested because the dialogue of this film is not boring. Every single moment of Juror number 2, I was completely invested in. This film has a lot of people in it, but I would say Nicholas Hoult is fantastic in this film. I'm not going to spoil his character arc. I want you guys to see this movie as blind as possible, but I gotta say, he has an involvement with this case. A big involvement. And you're definitely on his shoes here. It's one of those very intense dilemma situations that he's going through in this film. And when you see this film, you know what I'm talking about. So you definitely feel intense with Nicholas Hoult's character in the film because you like this guy. But you also see a little bit of a side in him where you feel a little bit concerned about. But he has a great chemistry with Zoey Deutch in this film. You definitely are in his shoes here throughout this case. But the rest of the cast is great. Like I said, Zoey Deutch is great in the film. Toni Collette is also really good as this lawyer that is trying to figure out what is going on within this case. J.K. Simmons is great in this film. Yarbrough is great as this guy that is basically accused throughout this case. Every single cast member of Juror number 2 is great in this film. But absolutely the story of this film is what really stole the movie from me. It's a simple court case drama you definitely feel really invested in. You want to know what is going to happen throughout this film. And oh my god, I cannot believe Clint Eastwood directed this movie at 94 years old. And he directed this movie extremely well. If this, like I said, if this was his final film, this would have been a great conclusion to his directorial career because absolutely, he has still got it for all these years. He definitely made some underrated films like The Mule. I thought The Mule is extremely underrated, and I think Juror number 2 is definitely going to be one of them. This is one of those movies that I feel like people need to check this movie out more, and I feel like Warner Brothers is not helping with this movie, like marketing this movie. This movie deserves much more credit than it deserves. This is a movie that I feel like you need to experience, especially if you love crime dramas or crime thrillers or legal drama films, court case films. This film is definitely for you. Yes, I think this film is written much more better than Joker Fleal Do. Joker Fleal Do, watch this movie. This is how you do a court case movie very well. Feeling invested and feeling on the edge of your seat with. Because Juror number 2 absolutely did that for me. This film is well directed. The dialogue of this film was very investing. You feel intense with some of the characters in this film. And you want to know what is going to happen throughout the film. And that is what is great about this film. You feel very invested in Juror number 2. I think this is one of those movies that I feel like it's going to be one of the most overlooked films of 2024. Absolutely. Because Juror number 2 is possibly Clint Eastwood's last directed film, and he absolutely knocked it out of the park. The performances are great, especially Nicholas Hoult, but Toni, Collette, Zoey, Deutch, J.K. Simmons, everyone does a terrific job in the film. Even Kiefer Sutherland, for a small role he's also really good in the film. This is a very simple but also very intense court drama film that you feel very intense with and feel very invested in from start to finish. Clint Eastwood's direction for 94 years old, he directed this movie extremely well. This is one of those movies that needs to be a bit more recognized because Juror number 2 absolutely is one of, to me, the most overlooked movie that came out in 2024. I really enjoyed this movie, guys. I think this is one of Clint Eastwood's better directed films that I have seen in a while. So if you have a chance to see this movie, either it's on streaming or YouTube, absolutely for Juror number 2, definitely stream this movie. So guys, that is my review for Juror number 2. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. And what is your favourite Clint Eastwood directed film? Let me know that also in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel for my latest movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a nice day.